Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Wednesday afternoon. Welcome into the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Jeremy Jeffcoat. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Give us a call, 256-234-6221 if you've got any thoughts on any of the things that we talk about, or, hey, if you just like to bring up a new subject, by all means, we'd love to hear from you. It is late June, so again, not a lot going on in the world, but I mean, everybody's talking about recruiting right now, or Auburn's lack of recruiting. And Auburn gets a commitment yesterday from a gigantic human being, 6'7", 370 pounds.
It's a big man.
That's a big man. Nikau Heppy from New Zealand. This is one of those. This is one of those kind of things. And I talked to Luke about this last night, but he may turn out to be the best offensive lineman Auburn's had since Greg Robinson.
Or he may never see the field.
Yeah,
it explains.
He is what we like to call a project.
He is a project, yes. It explains why I think he's ranked as the number 72 offensive tackle 24/7. Ranked number 66, one service. But yeah, it's a project. There's no question. You're looking at 6'7", 370. You can't teach that.
No.
And I don't know what his athletic ability is. I'm going to assume it's pretty good for 370. And you go, you know what? We can get this guy down around 340. Now.
Look, if he's got good footwork, you say, hey, man, this kid's natural.
Yeah.
We can teach him. We can mold him into something.
To me, 6'7", 325 to 335 is about the wheelhouse, you know what I mean? Because those guys tend to be able to move pretty good laterally, and use their feet pretty good. And, at 370, probably going to have to drop a little weight.
I would think. There was a monster that played at Oklahoma. He was about that size.
Yeah.
And he was really good. But again, those are few and far between. Here's the thing. I mean, look, it's kind of natural for me to be pessimistic when it comes to when I read this paragraph, JJ.
Yeah.
It was an intriguing offer at the time. Heppy has never played a snap of American football, but joined the NFL Academy that works with international players to get them recruited by colleges. After putting out a highlight tape of him working out and running through football drills, the Tigers offered Heppy. Other schools joined in the mix, most notably Florida State, but Heppy's first offer came from Auburn, and now that's where he's headed. Never played a down
sometimes you find
of American
gem,
football.
Sometimes you find a gem out there.
Now, look, Prince Tega Wanagyu, was from Africa.
Yep.
And, came over and played, I think, 1 year of football. And he was just such a freak of an athlete. Auburn said, hey, we'll take a chance on him. We think we can mold him into something. Turns out that was a pretty good – I think he went on – I think he played in the NFL. He may still be in the NFL now. I don't know. But he turned out to be a pretty serviceable offensive lineman. So it certainly can happen.
That's right.
But if this is where we are, I mean, if this is what you're relying on, it's okay to make a project, to take a project every now and then in a class. That's fine. But if this is a guy you're looking at saying, well, we really need an offensive lineman, let's get this guy that nobody's ever heard of from New Zealand and hope he works out. If that's what you're basing the future on, you got a problem. So,
All right, so I've heard a lot. There's been a lot of, well, what's the word I'm looking for?
kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle lately about Auburn's recruiting, right? The
Okay.
last few days, just on different podcasts, different shows. What do you think's going on? What's the Andy?
Oof. Well,
Or is there anything going on?
I think it's a combination of several things. Number one, I do believe that to some degree, prospects are looking at Auburn and saying, you got to prove that you are going to be better than 4 straight losing seasons. Now, 2 of them are on Freeze, but 2 of them aren't his, but that is the pattern.
Right.
Auburn can't be considered a program on the rise if they never rise.
That's right.
So at some point, you have to win on the field. Now, somebody would counter that and say, look, Auburn just lost a recruit to Florida State. Florida State went 2-10 last year.
Yeah.
But they have a 11-win season in their recent past.
13-0 a couple of years ago.
So, I mean, you know, that's
Or 12-0, whatever.
yeah, 12-0. So they at least have that in the recent past. So
And you got Castellanos out there just
yeah.
saying all sorts of things.
And so, look, I think that's part of it. I don't know I don't know if what the financial is. I don't have enough credible information about that to know exactly what is happening. You know, if that is legitimate, that Auburn has dropped the ball to some degree on the revenue sharing model.
Right.
And we don't, you know, because it's a fact. It was reported. You know, that Sedarian Morgan, that was one of the things he was like, you know, how's that going to work? You know, what do you think is going to be, you know, the typical, what would I be making from
Right.
that? And Auburn couldn't tell him. He said, we don't really know yet. So, okay, are other schools giving you an exact number? Is that because they know more? Or is Auburn playing this different? I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think at this point, any school, as you go into this revenue sharing model, you know what you have to spend. You know what the cap is.
Yeah.
You know what your cap is. And you've got to have a plan in how you're distributing that. And I really think, I mean, look, Andy, the Kansas City Chiefs have been good for a very long time, right? Mm-hmm. They've been to what, 4 of the last 5 Super Bowls, whatever it is. But you build it in the NFL, right? You've got quarterback number 1, right? And that's going to be the same in college football. Quarterback's going to be, you know, your number 1.
Yep.
And then I think you're going to need that group of 5 or 6 kind of superstar guys, right? There may be a wideout in there, maybe an offensive lineman or 2, maybe a front 7 defensive player in a corner, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, and so you're paying these guys really well, and then the trick is it's that second group of players that's going to fill out the rest of your 2 deep. How good are you at evaluating players and then developing those players, where when they come in, you know, not thought of as instant superstars, but you develop them into really effective players.
And so Jim and I thought, you know, $20.5 million sounds like a lot.
Right.
And it is a lot of money. But when you start thinking about it, you got 105, you got a 105-man roster for college football. That money, that $20.5 million, is going. You know, how are you going to divvy it up? You know, does 80% of it, does 90% of it go to football, and then the rest you divvy up? Is there concerns about Title IX? Is that factor in this in any way? Those are questions I can't answer. But regardless if it does, the vast majority is going to go to football because football drives the ship.
I would imagine it's going to depend on the school, but I would think anywhere from 70 to 80.
So let's take 18 million or 17 million amongst the football team. If you, all right, let's just say you pay the starters and backups. You know, if you did that for 44 guys, you'd end up paying them, if you did it equally, it'd be about, what, $300,000?
Yeah, but it's not going to work out that way.
But it doesn't do, which, like you said, you got certain positions that are going to demand more. Okay.
Yeah, I think Kirby Smart, was it a week or two ago, had made the statement that, that, hey, look, we're guys that are just coming in here, haven't proven anything yet. They're not getting the big money from us. Now you earn your starting job, you prove yourself a player, and and it'll be there. And I think that's a pretty, at least it is at least a plan, right?
Well, when you're in the position George is, you can do that.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to claw your way up from 4 losing seasons, I'm not sure you can tell people that.
Right.
That's not a position to be of strength to try to leverage.
Right.
So I don't know what you do if you're Auburn. I mean, you got to overpay some guys.
Yeah.
But if everybody's dealing from the same amount of the pot, what puts you over the top now?
Yeah, I think
get into those NIL deals, but
yeah, but those are going to be. You're not just going to be able to use those willy-nilly, because even your biggest boosters are going to want to see a return on that investment.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think schools are going to have it. There'll be different philosophies on how to do it, but they're just going to have a plan for, look, I value that we all know starting quarterback is going to be the number one valued position. Question is, how are you distributing it from there? Edge? Yeah, maybe. Offensive tackle? Maybe. I mean, no disrespect to wide receivers. There's a lot of wide receivers out there, So.
Well, and the other factor is, a lot of people are looking, Hugh Freeze playing a lot of golf. If Auburn had double-digit win seasons the last 2 years, nobody would care.
Yeah.
Auburn's had 2 losing seasons, people care.
People care.
A
Look,
lot. So.
Do not publicly post your scores, and people won't know that you've played golf for 11 out of 23 days.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
We got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Zaxby's birthday cake milkshakes are back. Just in time for Zaxby's 35th birthday, so they're gifting you half-off handcrafted milkshakes. Happy birthday to us all. Zaxby's handcrafted milkshakes. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
The clock is ticking on the spectacular pre-owned truck sale now in progress at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Chevy, Ford, GMC, and Dodge trucks and Toyota trucks too. Full size and heavy duty, smaller trucks, work trucks. Prices and payments on all pre-owned trucks have been slashed. This is your chance to get a clean late model used truck at the price you want. And during the sale, special finance rates are now in effect. This sale may end at any time. One location only, Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you until 1 o'clock today. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We are brought to you each and every day by some fantastic sponsors, businesses like Sensagreen, heating, cooling, and insulation for air that's cool and clean. Call Sensagreen. They are the carrier dealer in this area. 334-487-3555. That is Sensagreen. Russell Do-It Center, they got 9 locations around central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. They can beat the big box store. And finally, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job's too big, no job is too small, commercial or residential. For all your needs, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. All right, here's something for a slow news day, okay? ESPN put out 10 most unbreakable records in college football.
Okay.
10 most unbreakable. They were like Barry Sanders' 2,626 yards or whatever it was in 1988. And 47 game win streak by Oklahoma in the 50s.
Yeah.
One of them was the most impressive was Alabama, 14-year, 100 consecutive wins against unranked opponents.
That is pretty.
That is an impressive streak.
Yeah, that's an impressive streak. Yeah.
Maybe even more impressive, Florida State's 14-year finish in the top 5 in the AP poll. 14 straight years finish in the top 5. That is just unbelievable how good they were in Bobby Bowden's heyday. All right, so here are 10 of the most likely Auburn football records that will not be broken. Okay, so you tell me which one is the most unbreakable that you think, and we'll just kind of go through these. You can tell me more or less breakable coming up. All right, we'll just start with most career interceptions at Auburn. Buddy McClinton from 1967 to 1969 had 18 interceptions.
That's very hard to break. That's one of the least breakable, simply because keep in mind this was in the 60s.
Yeah.
The person with the second most was in the early 70s.
He's got 14, Dave Beck.
Over the years, passing games, thanks to guys like Bill Walsh, have become a lot better at protecting the football, even when you're putting it in the air a lot.
True.
So I think that you probably, I don't think you'll see that one broken.
That would seem unlikely. I would think. Number one, if you're that good, you're probably not going to be playing 4 years.
Yeah.
Or so, but interesting. He did it in 3 years though, but that's very impressive, to be perfectly honest. All right, most career passing touchdowns, Pat Sullivan from 69 to 71, 53 passing touchdowns.
Extremely breakable with modern offenses.
You would think.
Yeah.
Yet Auburn, second on the list, 45.
Mm-hmm. 45. Two really good seasons by a high-level quarterback and a very effective offense should break that record.
I've been thinking that for a while, and Auburn seems to prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Keeps proving me wrong. So, but I would agree.
Look, I say this again. The Chicago Bears, for example, no 4,000-yard passers since the 80s? It's insane in today's offenses. But
no 1,000-yard receivers at Auburn since 1999.
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense.
No.
All right, okay, so you say very breakable for that one. Most career receiving yards, Terry Beasley from 69 to 71, 2,507. Second on the list, Tyrone Goodson, in 4 years, 2,283.
All right, think about this. Hotshot young receiver comes in an offense that's going pretty good. Gets 600 yards, I don't know, as a true freshman. And then puts up, as a sophomore and junior, back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. The record's broken. So that one, to me, is one that's very breakable.
Okay. I would love to see that, although, again,
it happens at other schools, Andy. That's what I'm saying.
1,000-yard receiver, last time at Auburn, 1999. 1999. For all of you that are writing this down. All right, most career receiving touchdowns, that would again be Terry Beasley. 29, same thing you would say, I guess.
I think that one to me is a little tougher than the yardage one.
Okay.
Just because of the number, but I think you can get to that number.
All right. Most career tackles, this one. 528, Freddie Smith from 1976 to 1979. The second on the list, 453 by Greg Carr, who is in the College Football Hall of Fame.
The way we platoon on defense now, trying to keep people fresh for later in the game, that's one's going to be very difficult to break.
528 tackles. That is.
Yeah, and look,
next one,
Freddie Smith probably never left the field, right? I mean, he's getting tackles on punt returns and kickoff returns, and
Probably so. Most tackles in a single season, 193. 193. I think the leader of Auburn last year was like 120.
Yeah.
I mean, 190. And this was probably 11 games.
Yeah.
This is not 14 games or something. So maybe 10 games. Who knows? But, yeah, that is very impressive. Kirk Crane, second on the list. Great Kirk Crane, 1987. All right, we got to take another break. We'll come down. We'll be back, and we'll run down the rest of these when we come back right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Senza Green and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event. From tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you on this Wednesday. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines, another great sponsor on the Auburn Blitz. Tremendous food. They got 2 locations, one in Montgomery, one in Auburn. They got a wide variety, a selection of wines, burgers, ribs, steaks, all different kinds of meats, The food is absolutely tremendous. They'll cook it for you.
Fish.
They got fish. They got daily lunch specials. Go and check out their website, steaksandwine.com. That's just the letter N, steaksandwine.com. Daily lunch specials, got specials coming up for the 4th of July. That is probably something you really need to probably get a jump on right now, because that's not something you just order the day before. These are, elaborate meals, and the price is right. Go and check those out. You will definitely not be disappointed. Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. All right, we are looking at the 10 most unlikely Auburn records to be broken, Auburn football records. We got it. JJ likes one to be pretty difficult. The rest of these, a couple of them, receiving touchdowns, but
I think
several of these
to
could
me,
be
the
broken.
career interceptions, career tackles, and tackles in a season, very tough to break any of those.
I'm with you. All right, most career rushing yards, obviously that's Bo Jackson, 4,303. He did that in the wishbone because they were running 3 of those years and went to the I formation in 1985. So he got a lot of carries.
It's going to be next to impossible. And here's the reason I say that. If you are putting up those kind of numbers at a Southeastern Conference program, you're going after year 3.
Yeah.
The league is gonna draw you in after your 3rd year if you're putting up those kind of numbers at an SEC school.
I think that's probably fair. Second on the list, Cadillac Williams. In 4 years, he went 3,831, and he was hurt 2 of those years. If he doesn't get hurt a couple of those times, then I think he probably even makes a closer run at it. He probably wouldn't have broken it, but he'd have been a little bit closer. Most career passing yards. Here's an interesting one. Stan White, 8,016 yards. Now, he played for 4 years, started for 4 years. So that's part of it. But now, as you said, the new offenses, it's not uncommon for a quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards with a good year.
You sort of expect, like a good quarterback in a good offense, to put up at least 2,500.
Yeah.
2,500 to 3,000 yards. You expect that. If it's a high-powered offense, maybe 3,500. So, yeah, that one to me, that one's very bright.
But how many people how many people ever start 4 years?
I don't think it takes 4 years.
Okay.
I think you could break it in 3 pretty easy.
How many even start for 3 years at a school nowadays?
Well, but that's the trick. You got to find somebody who's worthy of starting for 3 years.
Yeah, and will hang around.
Yeah. Well, for 3 years, as long as you're keeping your people happy, you should be able to keep your quarterback at an SEC school. Like the Nico thing should be the most unusual thing ever.
Yeah. Okay. Jason Campbell, second on the list, by the way. Most career catches, 178 by Ryan Davis. That was in 3 years.
Extremely breakable.
So that's 50-something, 58.
And Cam Coleman had 37 last year. I looked it up at the break.
Okay.
And if you want to take a good look at that, look at the next one, which is most catches in a single year. Ryan Davis in 2017 with 84. Number 2 on the list is Ryan Davis in 2018 with 69.
Right.
If you add those up, that's 153.
Yeah.
So if Ryan Davis just plays a 3rd year, he breaks that record.
Right.
So you just need somebody to have three good years.
But if you did that, if you had that many catches, hopefully you'd have 1,000 yards. You may reset a lot of records in the record.
Oh yeah.
But I haven't seen it happen in a while. Here are some other ones on the list. Are these more or less breakable than the ones? Most catches in a single game, 17 catches.
That's tough.
By Willie Gaucher.
Tough to break because teams will, once somebody gets to 8 or 9, teams are going to start bracketing that guy. You're going to spread it around, go to somebody else.
I remember Josh Reed played for LSU.
Yeah.
I think he had like 20-something catches against Alabama one year.
I remember it well. It was like 2003, I think.
Yeah. And now that guy was pretty good.
Yeah.
But that was kind of ridiculous. They just, kept going to him. Most The second on the list is only 13 for Seth Williams, and that was actually that's 2019. So most touchdown passes in a season, Cam Newton 30.
It's breakable.
Well, certainly if the career passing is breakable, single season is breakable.
Sure.
Most sacks in the season, I think this is definitely breakable. 12 by Nick Fairley.
It's doable. You know, people forget though, 12, that's a lot of sacks.
It's a lot.
But it's breakable.
It's not 27.
No.
By Derek Thomas in 1988.
Which is, and he also blocked 3 punts that year too, which is crazy.
You know what I mean? Tackles for loss. 39.
Yeah. But that
now, sadly, that's not in the record book,
right?
Because sacks was not a statistic at that time.
Yeah.
27 sacks and 39.
Well, he had 18 his junior year, so
it's crazy.
Anyway, I think 12 is certainly a breakable one.
All right, most passing yards in a single game, 456 by Nick Marshall.
It can be done.
And most career field goals, 92 by Daniel Carlson.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't know.
You got to start for 4 years, probably. And you got to kick a lot of field goals.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back with more right after this.
Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air has teamed up again with the Food Bank of East Alabama and Montgomery Area Food Bank in an effort to reduce the high percentage of food insecurity within our communities. For every new Dixie Cares Plan membership purchase, Dixie will be donating 7 meals to partnered food banks. Over the last 3 years, Dixie, along with your help, has donated over 34,000 meals. Thank you for choosing Dixie and for helping us make a difference within our community.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. About only 20 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We were talking about Auburn records. I got one for you, JJ. This, I believe, is the most unbreakable record in college football.
Got
John Reeves, Florida quarterback. I think it was late. I can't remember now. I think it was 69. Maybe it was late 60s, early 70s. Against Auburn. College football record, 9 interceptions.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't think that could possibly – I don't think there's any – that's the most unbreakable record, I think.
I agree. What kind of coach leaves the guy in to throw 9 interceptions?
That's a fair question.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you make it? How do you make it past?
I mean, at some point you just got the yips. You got to pull the guy.
I mean, you after interception number 5, you think he's having a bad day.
Unless you're Curly Allman.
After interception number 6, somebody's got it from upstairs say, you got to get him out.
Yeah.
After interception number 7, I mean, you think, well, is this?
At some point his daddy should have come down out of the stands and pulled him out of the game.
Is this headset on? I mean, yeah. 9 interceptions, unbelievable. All right, the Braves now 37-41, 10-10 in the last 20 games, 7-3 in the last 10 games. They are 5-0 versus the Metropolitans this year. They got 2 more with the Mets. The Mets have now fallen out of first place. And all of a sudden, the Braves have whittled this lead down to 9.5 games to the Phillies. That was what we were hoping for, single digits by the All-Star break. Well, we got a ways to go.
I think single digits 9.5 is a little different than single digits 6.5.
Oh, no question.
I think if the Braves can, because they can get 6.5 back in the division, that's going to put them only probably a couple of games back in the wild card. And at that point, it's game on. You're looking forward to the second half and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
If they stumble here in these next few series and drop down to 11 or 12 back in the division, then you're probably getting to the point where it's just not our year.
Yeah. Well, I think I was convinced the Braves were cursed. You got Chris Sale. I didn't get a chance to watch the game. I turned on the radio and it said, Chris Sale goes 8 2/3, and I thought, well, that seems odd.
Yeah.
Why would he go 8 2/3? And they won I think they ended up winning the game by 2 or 3 runs. I thought That didn't make any sense. Why would and I had no idea. Then the next day, oh, by the way, Chris Sale goes on the IL with a fractured rib cage because he dove for a ball trying to make a play in the 9th inning and hurt himself. So I thought, well, yeah, that the Braves are cursed. They really are this year.
Well, if you had a reliable closer, he wouldn't have been in there.
This is true. Iglesias is not, but now he is pitched better as of late. He got the save last night, so that's at least promising.
Look, fractured rib cage is not a season ender. You should be okay.
Yeah, he's on the 15-day deal.
He'll probably do another 15 days after that, I would think.
Yeah, give him a little extra time. That makes sense. But again, Braves 3-2 the first game, 7-4. They got Fuentes. This will be his second start in his major league career. I don't think he got to win, but I don't think he pitched bad in his debut. So then you get you get Holmes going in Game 4. My goodness, could you? I mean, I don't want to get greedy, but could you possibly do a sweep of the Mets here?
That'd be nice.
7-0. Possible. Then you got an all-important 3-game series with the Phillies.
Homestand with the Phillies.
I mean, you could cut that lead down even significantly further.
Oh yeah.
So the Braves got some great opportunities coming up. It's hard not to like the pitching staff. I mean, if Sale comes back and he's healthy, you get him and Schwellenbach and Strider starting to come around and look like his old self. Holmes, he's giving you a chance to win every time he goes out there. Bryce Elder, it's 50-50. Who knows?
Yeah.
He may be good, he may be not. Dylan Lee, he kind of stepped into that closer role and has pitched pretty well. So, I mean, we're at the point now, I think, like you said, if you can whittle down that lead a little bit, then you start thinking about what could we add to this team to really give us a big spark.
Yeah, and I think obviously if you're a fan of the Braves, bullpen help is going to be on your mind.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's where Anthopoulos would go or not, or if he would be looking for a bat. So.
And Michael Harris got hit last night I don't know how long.
Well, I mean, is he hitting 200 yet?
Well, I was going to say he might as well not. He must have a wiffle ball bat up there. I mean, it's no different. So, but he's a great center fielder.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's struggling at the plate.
It would help if you could get a little offense.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
It just seems odd. I mean, the Braves are here with Nick Allen and Eli White and, a lot of these other guys that nobody's ever heard of. And you think,
Look, it comes down to this. You've got to get one of these next two with the Mets and take 3 out of 4. And then the 9 games after that, 9-game homestand with the Phillies, the Angels, and the Orioles.
Winnable games.
Win 6, maybe 7.
Yeah.
Then you're going to be in pretty good shape going in those last 2 with the A's and the Cards, right? Split those and call it up, see where you are.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back with one final segment right after these messages.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Banner Building Summer Sale is happening right now. No money down, no payments for 90 days, plus 12 months with zero interest now through August 31st on all portable wood and aluminum sheds, carports, garages, and barns built on site or delivered during the summer sales event happening right now at Banner Buildings, 4011 Warm Springs Road in Columbus, or online at bannerbuildingsga.com. Better buildings, better prices, Banner Buildings of Columbus.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
At Majestic Caverns, we believe in the power of unforgettable experiences. At a cool 60 degrees year-round, America's most historic caverns guarantees an enjoyable escape. But it doesn't stop there. With over 20 above-ground attractions, including 5 new ones this year, and our Cave Cafe, which offers delicious drinks and plenty of food options. And don't miss our exciting event, Libertas. On June 29th, July 6th, and July 13th, enjoy live entertainment and much more. At Majestic Caverns, your unforgettable adventure awaits.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Wednesday afternoon. Certainly like to say congratulations to Butch Thompson, Auburn baseball coach, winning the ABCA Southwest Region Coach of the Year honor. For the uninitiated, that is the American Baseball Coaches Association Southwest Region Coach of the Year. So did a fantastic job this year with Auburn. Got them hosting a super regional for the first time in program history. Continues to make history with that program. That's a little, that's not exactly easy to do. Auburn's had some pretty good baseball played there over the years, but he's done a fantastic job. Just finished his 10th season at Auburn. That's kind of hard to believe.
Yeah, it has been a while, hasn't it?
But he and Bruce Pearl been at Auburn for over a decade now. That's kind of crazy to think about.
It is.
All right, it is June the 25th. June the 25th, on this day, 1903. Speaking of records that won't ever be broken, JJ.
Ever.
Boston Bean Eater pitcher Wiley Platt is the only 20th century pitcher, 1901 to what am I saying here? 2000. Only 20th century pitcher to lose 2 complete games in the same day.
Would he not be the only 21st century pitcher too, or
I would
18th,
imagine
19th? Or?
I would imagine so as well. I don't think anybody's done that in the last 25 years. He fell to Pittsburgh 1-0 and 5-3. 2 complete games in the same day. Never going to happen again.
Nope.
Never going to happen again. All right, on this day, 1997, Wake Forest power forward Tim Duncan is the first player drafted by the San Antonio Spurs.
Worked out pretty well.
The big fundamental.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it did. How many? They won 4?
Something like that.
I think 4 championships.
With him and David Robinson.
Yeah. And the
pretty
first
powerful
first
front
was
court there.
1999. So almost immediately, he led the Spurs. Their first championship ever in franchise history, by the way. Happy birthday today, Eddie Floyd, born on this day, 1937. Eddie Floyd of the Falcons, not the Falcons, the football team, but the singing group. But he had a solo, Knock on Wood. I'm gonna knock on wood. No, from Montgomery, Alabama.
Gotcha.
Eddie Floyd, soul singer, by the way. Willis Reed,
great New York Knick.
It came off out of the locker room, hobbling in I guess it was the 1970 NBA Finals, and willed the Knicks to victory. I think that was the last championship the Knicks won. So it's been a while. Willis Reed, he died in 2023, so just here recently. Carly Simon.
You're so vain.
Probably think this song is about you.
Written about?
Said Warren Beatty, but I don't.
James Taylor.
James Taylor?
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's the word.
Okay. 1943. He doesn't seem like the type, but maybe so.
Maybe so.
Well, he did have a big mane of hair back in the day, I guess. Right.
Correct.
Alan Lanier, one of the founding members of Blue Oyster Cult.
Okay. All right.
And from Birmingham, Alabama.
Did not know that either.
Yeah. Moved to Long Island pretty soon but he was born in Birmingham. Alan Lanier, born on this day, 1946. Jimmy Walker. JJ from Good Times, of course.
Okay.
1947.
Dynamite. One of the great characters in television history, really.
Sure. Everybody knows him. Everybody remembers him.
That's right.
Yeah. Ricky Gervais, born on this day, 1961. Funny guy. If you've ever seen The Office.
Yep. He was one of the co-creators of that.
Correct.
And he played the Michael Scott character in the British version, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. British version. George Michael, born on this day, 1963.
Mm-hmm. Died in 2016.
Gotta have faith.
Yeah.
Or Wake Me Up Before You Go.
Wake Me Up Before You Go, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Quick, careless whisper. Careless whisper. Del Curry.
Okay, yeah.
Probably
Father
greatest,
of Steph.
Greatest claim to fame now, father of Steph.
Yeah.
But he was a pretty good NBA
quite
player
a good
himself.
player, yeah.
Yeah, 1964. Dikembe Mutombo, born on this day, 1960. No, Dikembe Mutombo. Very funny guy. I mean, he spoke like 10 languages, and he passed away here this year, or last year, 2024. Dikembe Mutombo. Carlos Delgado. What happened to I mean, he was like one of the best power hitters in baseball, and then he was gone.
Yep.
That happens, I guess. Born on this day, 1972. Mike Kroger, born on this day, 1972. Bassist for Nickelback.
Oh, okay. That's why
Justin Clayton's favorite band. So I just got to
really?
Got to shout out to Justin Clayton. Favorite band, Nickelback.
So he's the one.
And Linda Cardellini. She played the wife of Hawkeye in the Avenger movies. Or she was on that show Freaks and Geeks. People love that show. I don't know why.
Never said.
Yeah. Me either, really. She was born on this day, 1975. But anyway, so 50th birthday. How about that?
Yeah.
It's going to wrap it up for us. He's JJ. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.